Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part one of J&J Monday on the Sunday. I'm J77 along with guest host T-Kun-Unusual-Wordsmith. How you doing?
How do you want me to answer this? Honestly? Or do you want me to lie and say it's perfectly good, even though it's almost 5 in the game? I'm peachy. Thank you for asking.
Keep in mind, gentlemen, that we when I have guest hosts, they're not always from the United States, and if they are, they're always from a different time zone. It is 7:19 in the morning here. In this brand new area that I like to call the Bronx. I'm actually at a different location. Can't do Brooklyn, of course, for obvious reasons. It's kind of expensive going back and forth just to do a podcast. But there is some things that I wanted to get off my chest early, and being that this is pretty much an entertainment style thing we're going to catch up in, I wanted to have Tycoon to speak about it. Promise it's going to be very short because one, it is still peaking morning for her, and I doubt she have any. Did you get any sleep?
4 hours. I'm good.
So, like I said, I don't want to
I
keep
had a
her
lot
like like I said, we she needs to get some rest. I gotta do some blocking that I catch up on. Still, doing the effects of moving because I recently just moved from Brooklyn to the Bronx. Big decision there. So we got a lot of stuff to do. So let's get right straight to it. The Comic Con, which for once is focusing on comic book related topics, have released some of DC's lineup. It is Ben Affleck, of course, has is directing the next Batman movie. The people are excited. Excited. I'm seeing it right now. You should
What
get
is
me
it?
smiling. So, there's a lot of excitement about that. Wonder Woman, which there's something I wanted to ask you something about Wonder Woman a bit, even if you don't know too much of the subject matter. There was something that was said by the producers that I'm kind of wondering how this movie's going to be looked upon. Of course, there's Suicide Squad coming out that's being built up more and more. But there was one movie I'm kind of surprised because I didn't hear nothing of this, and I want to get your opinion about: is it the right time to bring out a reboot of this movie? And that's King Kong, which they actually reboot the series. But let's start with the first thing: Wonder Woman. How much you know about Wonder Woman? And there's a lot of wind from your way.
Um, there's a lot of what?
A lot of wind.
Oh, get a chance to get up. Can you turn down the fan?
That's a
Yeah, he
powerful
said it's
fan.
very windy.
I can hear it in the background.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on Wonder Woman? What's your what's
Well,
your what's
it's
your
hot.
you didn't have to tell me. It's only was 100 degrees yesterday, and it's 97 degrees now. New York is baking.
How's that?
I don't hear anything now. I hear you. It's perfect.
Okay.
What's your feeling on Wonder Woman?
Um, live action wise or animation?
Just in general, it could be both.
A very good character that seems that the right story she can really stand out. But one way or another, when they're planning to do some bits, she tends to get thrown in the background a few times. I've noticed that in a few animated movies before, and a little bit in the Justice League TV. When she can stand on her own, she's a pretty character. So if you're wondering about live action wise, I'm very wary, but I try to be optimistic at best.
All right, there was an announcement. They showed the Wonder Woman trailer. A lot of people have had very positive reaction to the Wonder Woman trailer. However, there was something that was said that was by
Is
the
she naked?
producers. No, it's just she's actually pretty good. I don't know why you brought that question up. You caught me off guard with that
You
one.
said people responding positively. I assume that was the reason.
Well, I think that there
Remember,
is.
4 hours sleep, man. I'll pinch you.
Always love when you bring the sense of humor into it. But there was something that the producers have said, and I'm kind of wondering what they actually mean by that. They said, and I quote, that this is the hero that we need, someone who's going to be compassionate, and show mercy and be more of a peacekeeper. Now, is that what people actually wanted in the
You
Wonder Woman movie?
mean so you mean not Man of Steel and not Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice League? I'm for
Well, we,
that.
I'm not. Hey, look, I'm not knocking. I'm not even bringing that movie up again. I already said my piece with
Which
Batman v
one?
Superman. Batman v Superman. I already said
Uh-huh.
my piece, and I'm not gonna go through it. But it is kind of a strange thing because not to say this is a bad thing. Trust me. But is Wonder Woman? Is she's not that type of fighter? Is she's more of a compassionate fighter that she will use her brute force if necessary, and she really don't want to fight and try to find other options not to fight? Was that the is that the character that I didn't seem to catch on? Because I've seen some of Wonder Woman's animation, I enjoy it, but I never really thought of her as that ambassador for peace, at least on this animation level.
Uh, you stump on that too. That's how much I miss Wonder Woman as a character. I wish there was more that we could see of her to actually give a proper response. I guess for most, for how it could go, I'm gonna now and just say equal rights movement done correctly. Shot in the dark. I think I hit something, and it's
I, I'm
literally
actually,
speaking.
I'm hoping that this movie's good. I really am. The trailers are impressive. She won me over with the Batman v Superman. Her appearance, it was one of very few things I think they got right. And I actually am yearning to see this movie. The trailer did good. They also talk about Aquaman and of course the Flash. They also said footage about the Justice League, even though I don't think the Justice League is completely done yet. But I am curious. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm curious on how they're going to portray this character. Is it more of her being that that middle ground where she's the voice, going to be the voice of reason for the Justice League? And you brought up something that's very interesting. When the Justice League, because this is the first time we're going to see a woman betrayed in the big screen, a female superhero betrayed on the big screen, and hopefully it's done successfully. Because the last time we had that, we had Elektra, and it didn't go very well because she wasn't betrayed the way it was supposed to be betrayed by many people who are fans of the character and or the fans of the Marvel universe in general. Don't know how to betray it in Daredevil season 2. I didn't see it yet. I heard that was actually pretty impressive. But nevertheless, this is a very big step because, as you know, for some odd reason, womanly characters like Wonder Woman and even some of the characters in the Marvel universe, they very scared to portray them on the big screen. And you brought up something else. As much as we laugh it off, is it because male and even to the extent female writers don't know how to write female characters in a respectable way that they can be strong, independent, without using the sexuality as a tool to sell this character.
Good point on. I mean, it can't really be that hard to actually make a character, despite its gender. The gender is just the skin, the person. Whatever one gender is for a character, just switch it over to the other one. The gender is just a suit.
Yeah, but nevertheless, that has been an issue because a lot of times because well, you know or not, Scarlett Johansson wanted to have her own film for years, and they, for what I understand, they are trying to work that in, but it seemed like there's always been pulling teeth when it came to the female counterparts, where they don't know how to. They always make excuses, where in reality is they don't know how to write characters without bringing the sex involved. And that's the thing I'm mostly concerned. It doesn't look like they're doing it with Wonder Woman, thank goodness. And it looks like they got the right people writing her. But I am itchy with DC sometimes what their decisions in terms of editing and everything else. I'm hoping that this will be the breaking point. I'm hoping that Wonder Woman finally makes people realize you can write this character the right way. You can make her strong. But keep in mind, this ain't the first time they tried to reboot Wonder Woman. I don't know if you heard about the TV series. It never happened.
Yes.
Have you even seen the pilot?
Nope.
You should see it. It's amazing how they missed the whole point of Wonder Woman. And that was supposed to be a feminine style show. Oh, they lost it. They backfired on that badly. It was bad. It was really bad.
I'm gonna keep asking that question.
But nevertheless, it is here. It is the movie that everybody was actually hoping for, rooting for, and you're gonna still answer that question. I just noticed it. I just looked up on my view screen. I didn't even notice it until you put it out there. I got to say,
Nah. Let the audience wonder.
I just noticed it.
Keep the mystery for the show. Keep the mystery for the show.
So yeah, that's it. And I heard recently. I don't know. I didn't see this yet. I got to look it up. Like I said, Comic Con. They did good with that. I think that was a good representation. Ben Affleck. I got to bring him up. Um, I said this before.
No.
I'll say it again. I'm happy as hell he's directing the next installment of the Batman movie. I only hope that DC let him do his thing. All right, there are some directors that we have heard that they have gotten too much interference by DC. I want them to remind them that they have an Academy Award director who don't have to do even Batman, let alone direct the film. Let him do his work. Let us give us a Batman that we can respect. He's already proved he can be Bruce Wayne and Batman. Let him do his job. He seemed excited. He seemed happy. He wants to forget about Daredevil. Let him forget about Daredevil. So, what's your feeling about I'll say Bruce Wayne? What's your feeling about him being the director of the new Batman movie? And do you even care? In case you wonder what's going on,
Happiness means
you're just gonna join your texting today. I got you on a texting frenzy.
yes.
So, what's your feeling on Ben Affleck being the director? How you feel about that?
I don't know it. I don't know if he's done it. Can't really judge. I guess it'll be a nice, different change. Maybe I'm not whole. I'm skeptical. Not even
See, this,
optimistic.
see, this is what happens when you make a bad Batman v Superman movie. You got people who's having doubts. Having doubts. I don't even know who's directing the Superman film.
I always have doubts. That's I doubt everything with a smile.
Well, I'm hoping that this is good. I'm really hoping that they do work because, man, they messed up when they started doing a Lego Batman trailer and the movie's not gonna be out till next year. That's how you know they messed up. But there is something I want to talk about. Something I'm kind of surprised they actually premiered in Comic Con. Have you seen Peter Jackson King Kong?
But that one had in it, right?
What?
The one that had Jack Black in it.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
What's your feeling on it?
Um,
It's a long pause.
meh.
Uh, I think he was too dramatic in the film. I thought it was good, but it was way too long. It was way too long for that film to be like that. But I thought it was okay. But some reason they made a reboot, which I was kind of surprised. I said,
Again?
"Wow, yeah, they rebooted it. It's called Kong. It's Kong Skull Island," which makes me wonder if it's gonna stay. The whole entire movie premise is gonna be in Skull Island, the whole entire film. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of surprising. But then again, I was surprised when they did the Planet of the Apes reboot twice in less than 4 years. So at least this one had 10 years to.
This palm wasn't hard enough.
Mhm. I didn't think Peter Jackson did a bad job. I think he did good. I just didn't think that it was needing to be that long. I think that would hurt the film a little bit. It was just too long for his own good. It was dark.
I'm not saying it was pretty long, and it is pretty dark, I guess, compared to much older movies. Yes, but nothing was really wrong with it. It stayed close to the source material, added a few that the classic movies didn't have. There was just so much padding. You can easily just lull yourself to sleep, and it
Mhm.
wouldn't even matter.
I know what you're saying. You didn't like the romance between whoever that
Oh,
guy
just the
was.
thought of it just made me yawn. Oh.
Yeah, that romance was not. What are you doing? See, I can't see what you're doing. So, see, that's one thing about you. You can hide in the background. You can do a lot of stuff without
I
me
was
knowing.
slapping myself silly. I
All
was slapping myself to stay awake.
right, so I
I
might
think
as
it
well
worked.
ask you: Are you pumped up to see Kong again?
The Rise of Kong again. Maybe on
That's not the
Kong. I
title.
bet it's a 3-hour movie
I don't
about
think
King
it is.
Kong.
It's called Kong on Skull Island.
Too bad we're going.
But I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I
I
guess you're
guess
right. If there's no guys in leotards or anything, why should we go?
keep
Nah,
in mind.
the answer is no.
Same here, but keep in mind this is the girl who saw Magic Mike Part Two.
No, either. Anything
What she
else has
said?
been over.
Too bad. Buckle up, bitch. We going.
You now keep in
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
you all know we're live. You know that. This ain't a pre-recording.
We are.
I can't. Yeah, we're live. You know that. So they can hear everything in the background. Now my next question for you is: we're gonna go to the book, something that is in your. You're just gonna keep. I am not telling you what she. I am not telling you what she said on the comment section. But here's the thing: staying focused on the task at hand. Let's go to literature. We are now two and a
Okay.
half. Actually, we're almost 1 week away from the premiere of the eighth Harry Potter book, which technically is not really a book per se, but based on the Broadway show, which has gotten actually surprisingly overwhelmingly good reviews. And that is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Are you going to buy the book?
No.
Why?
No.
Why not? You ain't gonna line up in the store like they did last time and buy out every book? Because it's actually got a pre-order and it's actually been backed up already in New York. And like I said before, my only concern about this new chapter is it's not going to be the same because she's not the only one that's writing it. There's three other writers on this. It's not really based on just her work, but it's based on a stage play. And even though it got rave reviews, those are just reviews. I don't know what the overall masses is. there hasn't been any new word about it being in New York just of yet. So I'm kind of curious: is it being overhyped for its own good, or do you think the hype is justified just by the author itself? And being a writer yourself, do you think it matters?
You're asking the wrong person because this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Are you serious? You didn't hear there was another book?
The only other book I heard about was that prequel book.
So you wait, you never, man. When was the last time you went to Barnes and Nobles? You never heard? You didn't?
Nobles?
You never heard of the
When was
cursed
the last time I was
home?
at Barnes and Nobles? It was a sunny day, wasn't it? Alright, yeah, it was Christmas. It was only bright because of that fucking glare. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like what, 2011, 2012?
Wow.
Yeah, back when go thing, you didn't have to go online to buy shit. You could actually just go and maybe actually interactions with people and actually realize the object you buy gets in the fucking bag. It's a
You
weird
don't like
time, but
the.
we survived.
In other words, you didn't go to the mall for a while. You hate the mall.
I miss them all.
Kind of hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nevertheless, um, it is a book that's coming out. I might as well explain. Called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It's coming out in less than a week. Many people are looking forward for this new adventure. J.K. Rowling had hint it's not going to be a happy ending as the last one, but it is going to give information that has happened 17 years, I believe.
Harry Potter's gonna die?
No, but I think it's going to be centered around his children. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if that's the case because keep in mind, I haven't read the book yet. The book hasn't come out yet, but it is based on a stage play.
But that'd be a perfect way to end it. It started with him as a baby. Let him die with some.
We don't even know who the new villain is. Hello?
I'm here.
Okay. Because it seemed like you was. I heard something and it just blacked out on me. But I'm like, I'm not.
I was trying to whisper, thrown off a cliff.
But we don't know who the new villain is yet. We don't know what this story is going to be based upon. I know it involves a bit of controversy to play because Hermione is now an African American now. Which, by the way, yeah, that's interesting. But I don't really care about it. It's the stage play, and it does bring more of a depth to Hermione Granger than we ever seen before. Not to mention Emma Watson. What was that?
No whispering! Unless you're dying, no whispering! I don't want to hear it.
Okay, what's going on back there?
Better than make that sound.
What's going on over there? See, I can't see what you're doing.
Nothing. Nothing.
But like I said, I hope that nothing doesn't happen again. But I seriously don't doubt it. It is interesting to see how they're going to approach this Harry Potter book. I noticed. Makes me wonder, do you ever get any sleep in the nighttime? Or is it just me?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
In other words, no. All right, but that's the kind of thing about what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, a lot of interesting new changes happening with the movie industry, DC is, despite some of the backlash they have with the Superman v Batman v Superman, they're moving forward. Hopefully they do a good. Hopefully they do better with the other movies that are coming out. I will say this: while you're eating a box of candy, the Suicide Squad does have
Hey.
good reception so far, and she's drinking a Pepsi. It's because I
Not,
can't see. What is it?
not Pepsi.
Coke.
Diet Coke.
You might as well drink water. You might as well
Yeah,
drink water. I don't. I can't. I tried that. I tried
But
Diet Pepsi.
but I want the bubbles.
Just drink seltzer water. Cause I tried drinking Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke, and it's like, what did they took out? Because whatever they took out, they need to put it back in.
I got used to it.
I can never get used to that. I might as well just drink
I
a
started
whole.
out young.
So do I.
I
still
started
never
out
get
young, man. It's like a crack addiction. You start out, you're like, no, turning back.
Yes, you could. Got one can of
You start
Pepsi. That'll do.
stretching
That'll
yourself
change
when you need more.
All right. So, since we only got like 15 more minutes because you have to get some rest, I need to ask you a question. Did you see
No,
Ghost?
we're good. We're good.
Oh, really?
I can
good.
I can hang out a little bit more.
Okay. Well, a little more it is. So I
As
get to ask you.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for Ghostbusters, I'm pretty sure that me and my mom can both justify that. No, we did not go see it.
Are you planning to see it?
No,
Why? It's not
the
as bad as
trailer did
people
not
think.
interest me.
Oh, you can't always judge a book by the trailer. Sometimes the trailer lies. You
This
didn't know
safe
that. It's a female Ghostbuster. So what? I think it was more. I was more concerned about the storyline. I think that's the problem. And from what you get from everybody else, it's pretty much it was just bad editing and bad storytelling. But the female actresses who played in that movie they pretty much did good. I think they did as good as many people thought they could. I just think they was held back. I think if they wouldn't held back, I think they would have done it. I think they would have surprised a lot of people and done a better job.
Hmm.
That's my opinion. Because they said the chemistry was there. It's just that it just every time we felt that there was something original, we constantly were reminded of other stuff we shouldn't be reminded of. I'm kind of curious. So that's just my feeling on that. My computer's acting crazy for some reason. I gotta figure out why. So I'm gonna take some stuff down because I think that it's frozen up a little bit. All right, I'm back. Okay. So I have a couple.
Alrighty then.
I got a couple questions to ask you. First off is your avatar that I keep seeing on your on your picture. What is this? Did you made it? Did you find it from Google search? Tell me about this avatar because it fascinates me.
Oh, this is from DeviantArt site called Color. Somebody it's pretty much a club where people do outlines of art, and they actually let artist people fill it in however they please. And my favorite kind of thing to do is the stained glass thing, where it's pretty much just like you clean out the picture and then you kind of just put how it on into it. I've done it for this picture. I actually did it for my avatar on Manic Expression, and also on my other my icon.
This is a very fascinating picture. Does it have a name? Because I really do like this picture. It's actually very, very good. Yeah.
No, sadly, no. There's hardly any names for them. Maybe for the artist, I would have to go back and check his name again. to remember because I did this so long ago.
It's very fascinating because it's unique. It stands out. And ironically enough, I can't find that picture or your name anywhere in Google Plus. I literally can't find it.
Oh,
But
I am hidden well. I
because I tell
am
you,
a ghost.
but here's the funny thing about it. Just by looking at this, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I first saw you on me, I thought you was an anime reviewer or an anime storyteller. I never thought of you being a poem until I actually read your stuff.
Eh.
That's because you got a character that's
Hey,
anime.
that picture.
Yes.
Hey, that picture, 18 hours to complete, man. I'm going to show it off.
I didn't say nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's a great picture, but I never thought it. But it it represents animation, the eyes, the shape. So that's why I said when you was a poet, it's like, oh, okay, this picture's deceiving, but that's cool. Any other pictures you've done over the
Well,
years?
then, quite a few actually. Yes.
Have you ever planned to show it off in the?
I did that. Hmm.
You're thinking about it.
Continue.
You're not gonna show it off.
Uh, well, it's more like I don't qualifies as a blog post
Mm-hmm.
for Manic Expression, at least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it took you. Wait, it took you almost a whole day to do that first picture that I seen.
Yes,
Oh wow!
the one on Manic Expression. Yes, that
So
was my try at stained glass art.
wow! And how hard is it to do stained glass art? I tried it before, but never in an extent you did. I did it as a school
Um,
project.
well, for these picture ones, it takes a little longer for me because I'm in to actually do them. I use paint, so backtracking, going back and forth a lot. And if you mess up, you got to fix it right away. So
Ooh. And that's not easy to fix either.
no,
That is not easy to fix.
I'm pretty sure if you look on my first one if you look at a large print at my at and the one on Manic Expression, you'll see a lot of flaws in it that I couldn't clean up right away. But at the time, that was my first one, so I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't that surprised.
All right, so hold on. Let me, if you don't mind, I like to show off this picture to everybody because it's a beautiful picture. If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right, now I'm gonna be very straightforward. I don't know what I think it's this Manic Expressions page, but they don't show the entire face.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. So I'm gonna.
If you go to the person's profile page and go to their activities bar, you'll see the full extent picture.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, because
You just
I'm
gotta,
be honest with
you
you.
just gotta scroll down. Is all.
All right. Because I think I accidentally clicked in the man who used to know chapter 6. And no, I'm not going to read it out loud because if you want to read what her work is, go to Man's Expression. I see it now. Now, let me see if I can get it in its entirety. I'm clicking on it now. Because then you can tell me exactly the flaws. But it's not a flaw. I don't see the flaws. I'll be honest with you.
It's
You may have.
mostly in the hair and parts of the face.
I see her saluting. That's it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that picture. Maybe it'd be better. I know
Hold
I.
on, I can try to pull it up. Hold on.
If you. All right, hold on. Let me see. because it's a good picture though, and I'll tell you right now. Again, if you look at it, just in general, it looks like it came from it's straight out the animation department.
Here, I'll show you a picture. I'll show you a picture of the stepping it looks like. This is not exactly the picture you are seeing anyway. This is another one I did a couple of this was like a couple of months ago.
Okay.
So
I don't see
Mr.
anything
Link,
yet.
Mr. Link, work with me. I know. Come on, Mr. Link, work with me.
You had the same
Don't be
problem
a little
I do.
bitch. Yep. Okay, so this
Click it on the
better
cover.
work.
There we go. All right, now I'm gonna look at it. I'm also going to
This
do
is a
another
different
thing. So
picture.
wait. Oh, yeah. I like your artwork. Just give me a minute because I want to do. I'm going to utilize these menu options that. All right.
Yeah, I've seen you do it before.
And I am going to have to wait into the entire screen. I gotta see if I can find it because this is. I hate when it's. There you go. Okay, now I got that on there. I can click on share. Now we're looking at this. I'm gonna present it to everyone before everybody thinks we're in a tunnel. Well, I don't know why that's doing that.
Ah, the vortex of evilness.
Why
It
are they
just keeps
doing that?
going.
Okay, now you see it clearly now. I think I'm on.
Yeah.
All right, this is the stained glass thing you were talking about, right? It
Yes,
comes up
this is the
like
stepping process of what I go through.
okay. This is a different character, obviously, right?
Yes, it
And
is.
again, is this yours?
The coloring that I was doing is mine, but the character's name, I believe she commented down below if you scroll down a bit. Keep going.
Hmm.
Should be still there.
So my question is,
There
are
she
you?
is. Cheapy Live Line Art. She's a great artist. She does a lot of fun stuff. Cheapy little characters and My Little Pony. Fantastic work. I really love it. Held. It will
Mhm.
make you go insane.
Oh wow. So here you're the awkward odd one. That's what you call yourself.
Yes.
Oh,
Odd one.
so many nicknames. It's one that's hard to find you in any other site. So this is one of the sites you go to. When's the last time you went here?
Yes.
Not,
The
not
last
that
time
far.
I think it was last week
Okay.
that I posted something.
Okay. So awkward odd one. Those who want to know does not just poetry but
Occard.
also
It's Occard odd one.
awkward odd one. My apologies. Um,
Mm.
this is a very unusual change. Divert art. That's what they call them. That's what they call the site. This is what I thought I know about the sites.
Hmm?
This is what I thought I know about the sites.
DeviantArt.
All right, so this is the kind of stuff you do. And how would you do this? Do you do it for the computer paintwork or just
Yeah, paint process.
a great process? Do you have to
Just
download
the basic.
that program?
No, it's already in your computer. It's the most lamest thing. People like to draw little stick figures on it to clean out pictures and then find other pictures on Google and then fill
Okay, interesting. I'm learning something new
here,
every
let me
day.
try to here.
We're going.
Another one.
Oh, I gotta stop this because this thing is like going all over the place. um, yeah, so that's interesting. Learn something new
Continue.
about you. Oh, I say I learned something new about you. This one I thought I had it all straight figured out. You showed me something new. So how often do you visit this site? How often do you do this kind of stuff? Just out of your spare time, or just when you need a project done?
Um, well, when it came to at the beginning of when I started, I was kind of just hopping back and forth on ideas. Nothing really stuck either. Mostly it's writing right now that I'm doing, and occasionally, if I see maybe a comic that's a blank bubble,
Uh huh.
I could fill them in or not. Or if there's a picture that's really simple or would try to see it or not. But there's been some really detailed line art that I had to back out a few times because there was just no way I could do it.
Uh huh. It, well, I'll tell you one thing: you always explore new options.
Hmm.
Uh, so you learn something new every day when it comes to this. And now we get to go to a segment of the story. I'm not gonna do the top 10 in this post because we want to keep it simple. The Jackson 5 is playing ABC
Okay.
Easy 1 2 3.
I heard the song playing in the background while you were talking.
Okay, you just I didn't know you was a Jackson 5 fan. But you'll be
They
too
were
young
just
to know
easy to
that.
tell.
Now my question of the day. I don't know if you watch Netflix or AMC, but we're now counting down to the return of The Walking Dead. And the question I'm going to be asking for everyone here, and I'm going to be asking you that's the first. I will be asking Joshkin, and I guarantee she's going to spend 15 minutes giving me any reason why this person is not dead or why this person may be gone. Have you been following The Walking Dead? That's one thing.
Nope.
What was that?
Nope.
So this is very easy. So I guess I shouldn't have to answer this question then. So you ain't gonna you because you don't follow The Walking Dead, so it doesn't matter. Warning: bright colors. Let me see what you're talking about here. 'Cause you
This
keep
is
bringing.
one of my insane line arts that I did.
Oh, this is nice. This I got to show if they let me.
I said warning bright colors.
Mm-hmm.
People who are easily epileptic, don't stare at the picture too long, or you'll have problems. I'm putting that warning out now. I've had some complaints with this
Really?
picture before, so that's my
Seriously?
warning.
Seriously, that actually
Some of the
happened?
some of the color choices are very nauseous to the eye, from what I got from certain people. So, just a warning.
I'm
I
kind of
think it's mostly
surprised
the
that happened.
background.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what we got here. This is a typical animation with a teacup and something else in the background, like a mountain or grass or hill or like pretty much a prairie side. It's a beautiful painting, and I'm
Yes,
assuming
thank you, Google.
how did they get epilepsy from this? I don't get that part because I know video games
I think
does
it's
it.
mostly the background.
Uh, Trust me, I would have felt it. Let me see. Did anybody comment on this?
Um, I didn't check. Oh, they did.
Oh, that's it. Three
My
people.
two favorite people.
But you got 141 views. You should be very proud. You should be very proud. It's very good. You got 141 views. So,
Oh, here we go. I just found the picture you've been looking for.
okay.
But continue what you were saying for the Walking Dead thing.
I can't. You don't watch it. What's the point of me even bringing it up?
Well, you can still ask me a question. I'll try to answer.
Who you think died in the in last season? Who you think is gonna come back? You think Glenn is gone finally? Because they've been talking about Glenn's death for decades.
Is he always the one that's always in the trailers?
I don't know,
Ah,
but I do know that he is the one that everybody says that he should be dead now. He should be the one to be gone. But nobody knows who died in the series. No one really knows. It's one of those things that has happened. All right, is this the artwork I was looking for?
yes.
Let's see.
Yes,
Is
it
that the
is.
one? Is that Here it is?
It
All right,
is.
now you got the whole entire nation in the background. So I got a
Yes.
question here. What symbolizes out of all the pictures you've done? Why stick with this one? Just curiosity.
For manic expression, this one,
Yes,
or for another reason?
this one just in general.
Um, just in general.
Yeah.
Well, I like when I to fill in this character. I wanted to give a good mixture of certain elements that are myself for it. Like I know that my family tree has a lot of multicultures in them, and
Uh-huh.
I couldn't find a simple picture that only had a few of the countries, so I just stuck with a few because some of my family tree is a little blurred line, so we don't know certainly where we descend from. So it's a nice little callback to that.
Okay. And here's the thing: you got a picture of the sunset on a beach side. I recognize that that's the hair, which you said was
Yes.
actually not done correctly, which is done perfectly in my opinion. What made you decide to use that as a symbol?
Um. Well, I live very close to the water at times, and that's just a nice, really sight for me to see. And I kind of like to think of it a mixture between to me it's not a sunset and it's not a sunrise. It could be my for me or my day has just ended, but there's something to look forward tomorrow.
All right, and now the question comes: that's the star on the head. What's is that something that means something, or is just in general picking?
I really like psychedelic stuff. If you probably noticed by some of the other pictures I done, I just like color. I really love color.
Uh, and the pen,
I'm a colorful person who loves colors.
the tank top.
The tank top, um, it's the closest thing that I could find of a memory of a light show my mom took me and my cousins to. It was the closest thing that resembled that, and so, it was just like a pleasant time for me of like something that could make such an impact.
Okay. And what about the bandage on her? I'm assuming a right arm.
The sleeveless gloves,
Mm-hmm.
the rock star symbols.
Mm-hmm.
I want to live. I want to be big. I want to be a rock star. I want to be noticed. I want to hit it. And I want to hit it wild.
Okay. And here's one of the things I think that people are going to be a little bit surprised. I'm going to be asking this. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I do want to ask. You have a mix. You have a mixed culture. Uh, um, you're all Caucasian. This character is not.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But this character is not. So that does the color of a skin alone represents the mixed culture in your family.
Well, that and excuse me for a moment. I'll be right back.
I I knew that was how I had Philly feeling. She'll be right back. But again, this is the picture of where she go. I don't know, but I hear a lot of things in the background. But this is the picture. If you're looking for her work at magicexpression.com, which I would advise you guys to check out. Um, go right ahead. Just look for that picture. If you see that picture anywhere on the site, you know you found the usual wordsmith. She does a lot of good things in the terms of poetry, story writing, and she's also co-writer of the Parks Club Adventure series. So there you go. You're doing a lot of stuff in the background. Is you looking for something?
Yeah.
Ah, there you are.
See that man in the center?
Hold on.
A very dark skinned man.
Hold on. Let me just go ahead. Say something. Talk. 'Cause they can't.
See,
Oh wow. Is that's your uncle or your
those
grandfather?
those two people in the middle that I'm trying to show.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mother. That's my mother and my father.
Okay.
And as you can tell, my mom is very pale, but my father is not.
From the picture I'm seeing here, they 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 more like they seem more Native American or have Native American descent.
Yeah.
There's definitely some Spanish there, so you got a lot. You definitely have a very strong mixed culture.
The ones that come. Sorry, I'm not. I don't want my face on the camera right now. Sorry.
Understand?
I'm not in a camera. I'm not in a camera mood. But in the mixed cultures that I'm aware of, that my family is, would be would be Irish, Dutch, um, Viking, Norwegic, Hawaiian, Hispanic. Um, I believe some Scottish in there, and possibly Native American.
So you definitely have a rich history that can go back years and years.
Mm-hmm.
See, always it's
Yes.
always cool. I always say this to those who always say that all that white supremacy or all that pure thing. If you look deep enough in your roots of the history, you find that you're more multicultural than what you actually thought you were. That's why it
Yeah.
kills me when
But
people
the sad part is
go ahead.
the sad part is the sad paler than my mom.
What happened?
The sad part is that I'm actually paler than my mom.
Yeah, well, but you look at you in Seattle, so. But
She's got a tan. I don't know how, but she does.
well, it ain't that bad nothing to be ashamed of. But I will
I'm
say
not
this.
ashamed. I'm just pointing it out.
I will say this. People think you're more Mexican than anything else.
You'd be the first.
Really? I would.
Yes.
I think somebody else will mistaking you for Mexican descent.
I've been mistaken for Russian multiple times.
Really? That's
Yes.
surprising. That's kind of surprising. I would never even thought about it. That's very interesting. You
Then
said that.
sometimes and and sometimes for according to some people that I do have a bit of an accent, but that's mostly because my English has never been good since I was young, and sometimes a few moments might sneak out.
Hmm. So, well, I might ask you this. I'm just kind of curious. Are your pictures the picture you do from this picture that's on the avatar here through the picture you have a matter express, even the picture you've shown, do they often express moods, how you're feeling at that particular time?
Um, yeah, it's you're spot on. It's mostly emotion driven. Yes.
Hmm. So basically, this is how you let out. So this is one of the things, other than writing, how you let out some needed steam through artwork, through writing, and everything
Hmm.
else. Mhm.
Yep.
It's always good to know because a lot of people, and this is something that always brought to my attention, especially from teachers and professors. They said that most writers, I don't know if this applies to everybody. I just think that they're just, this is something that they have seen a pattern of with some writers, but most writers have a social awkwardness towards other people, that they really don't know how to communicate with people, and they communicate through, stories, through artwork. If they're angry, the story will reflect their anger. If they're happy, they'll show through the characters. Or if they're feeling something that is a sign of depression, or a sign of sadness, their artwork and their writing will actually express it. Basically, what they're saying, that most writers have a social problem with others, that they can't talk to others, which I don't think that's true at all. But then again, it is what they've been saying. Hopefully, you can rebuff that.
It would depend on who you're going to ask that question to, because I've gotten two different statements from two. According to my teachers, I'm very outgoing. In my When I was in school, I was known as the class clown, very much into it, a little bit quiet at times. And to my mom, I'm a wallflower.
Hmm.
Yeah, laugh it up. Just laugh it up. Get it out of your system.
What's she saying?
Yeah. What kind of people get turned on to donkey? Which is fun.
Oh, don't worry, mom. You'll meet those people. She's watching Clerks too.
Oh, she's watching this Clerks too. Is she gonna watch Clerks 3 when it comes out next year?
Hold on. Hey, mom. Are you planning to go see Clerks 3 when it comes out next year? Does it got the same people?
Well, from what I understand, it should be. I mean, the same director's directing it.
Possible, yes. That would be everything it's as she wishes for.
Hmm.
Weirdo.
I didn't see how that's. You haven't seen the sequel to Tux yet, have she?
I want to.
You know what movie I'm talking about, right?
The one where they turn Justin Long into a walrus?
Yeah, there's a sequel to that now. His kids, Kevin Smith's kids are in it, so it's
Ooh.
kind of like, I don't even know I forgot the title of the movie, but the trailer was
Hmm.
horrible. I'm not gonna lie, the trailer was horrible. It looked like he should stop trying. I don't even think he's making movies for an audience anymore. I think he's doing it for himself. But he is doing Clerks 3,
Yeah.
so that's something.
Yeah.
Here's something I'm reading here. I don't know why this is a big deal, but there is something they bring out because the Killing Joke is coming out. Um, and they talk about Batgirl, and I don't even know why this is a big thing.
Uh-huh.
It
What
says
is
here. It says here. I'm gonna read it a little bit. Hours ahead of the world premiere of the San Diego Comic Con, Batman: The Killing Joke was already getting negative attention online. Why? Why am I surprised? We got out that word got out that an already animated adaptation of the classic graphic novel would include an expanded backstory that sees Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, and Batman having a sexual encounter. So that's the controversy, really. I'm
What was the
gonna
controversy again?
that Batgirl and Batman is having a sexual encounter. I just wish they just go on and say
Oh,
that.
fucking really? Hallelujah. The fans will rejoice.
They say this is the negative.
Fan will come true once again.
It's totally out of character of both of them. Really? Have you even seen? Have you read the book? Have you read the comics? Out of character. They even hinted in the animated series they had a relationship before they broke before Batman Beyond. This is
True.
I don't get it. How is that a controversy? So in the 1988 graphic novel written by Alan Moore and artist by Brian Boyle, the Joker shot Barbara Gordon, paralyzing her almost as soon as she appeared on the page. The film version, she is a protagonist of the story of the first 20 minutes, fighting crime and dealing with the conflicting feeling about a working relationship with Batman and whether it's time to move on to leave crime fighting behind after a heated exchange in which she lashed out on Batman for removing her from the case. She kissed him and implied they had sex, though that takes place off screen. Again, what's the controversy?
Titties. Unexplained titties.
Oh God!
I'm tired.
I would think that the controversy would have been. I would think the controversy would have been the Joker shooting her and then removing her clothing and taking pictures of her, which is something that was completely shocking
And
at the
raping her.
time. To me, that's more shocking than what they're saying here. Okay, here's what the fans are saying. I want to hear what you have. I want to get you curious at this because this is from. Because you're gonna give me the honest opinion as from a woman perspective. This is what they're saying. The fans shouted that she was strong by using sex as he walked away from the mic, sparking a minute-long discussion about the scene. When I don't know who this guy name is, Azzarello, said he couldn't hear what the fan said. He challenged the fan to repeat himself, saying, "Want to say that again," and basically curse him out. Not a good move. The other claimed that in saying they add sex to and Batgirl's pinning after Bruce to the film. I don't think she's pinned over Bruce at all. She's pinned over the Fallons. Exclusive Bruce Tim awkwardly uh, timid awkwardly is complicated. I actually like that the opening story of both Batman and Batgirl makes a series of mistakes and then kind of escalated because Batman kind of overreacted and then she overreacted to his overreaction. All right, this is kind of crazy.
I have a text box.
Go ahead.
I have a question and I left it in the text box. Read it.
All right. Batgirl, it's not Batgirl. That won't have nothing to do with it.
Are you sure?
I'm
Are
positive.
you sure? Because it sounded an awful like Catwoman than Batgirl.
But that's the whole thing. I mean, Batgirl did had a fascination with Bruce Wayne. For it was no secret. She went out with Dick Grayson, but she did have that fascination with Bruce. It never really escalated. I'm not gonna sit there and say it did. I mean, but it was implied that she was attracted to Bruce Wayne, and it actually spilled over even in the anime series. So I'm not again.
Attracted to Bruce?
Yeah,
Attracted to Bruce Wayne, or attracted to Batman as who he represents or what he could be.
Well, it never,
That's where I'm confused on this.
well, this is the thing that I think that what's happened here. The guy is not being specific. I think he made the situation worse than what it was. I think the fans are saying that it was never really a sexual relationship, where in reality it was hinted. Even in the animated series, it was hinted. I mean, we knew. There's no question. They made it be known in the comic books and in the TV series that Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne had a thing. They dated. They went out. They had a relationship. It was also hinted in other stories like Bird of Prey, that god awful TV series that WB have had, that they had a sexual encounter which spawned a daughter. So I see it. But to me, it's not. To me, I am stunned that that's the controversy. The controversy is what happened to Batgirl. She got shot in point blank range. Joker removed her clothing, took pictures of her, just so he can prove a point. And that point was, it takes a bad day to turn a simple man insane. That was the whole thing. That was the whole concept of the story. It was the most shocking story in the world. So that to me is more controversy than Batgirl having a thing with Batman. That, to me, doesn't make any sense. Out of all the things you can get mad about, that's the one you're going to pick on. Now, if you're telling me,
I've suddenly lost interest.
I know I want to see the show. I want to see the anime soon. But you gotta understand something. There's a difference between the comic version and the movie version. They're gonna be two different styles to it. My only thing is, how old is Batgirl? Now that's the question. Batman is already in his 30s.
She's supposed to be older than Drake. Dick, not anyway.
I think she's still. I think she was when the incident happened in the comic books. She already quit the librarian gig, and I think she just finished college. So she's probably in her mid to late 20s.
She's at least legal.
Yeah. So come on, just because they call Batgirl don't mean anything. Now, if you're telling me Batgirl
She's not 12 anymore, people. Move on.
But that's the thing. I think people just like trying to say that she didn't. It shouldn't have been. There's no real connection. Which the reality is, it's been hinted that they actually had a thing. It's also hinted that she had a huge thing with Dick Grayson before he went on his own. So,
ooh, a man and a woman having intimate relationships in a movie. My God, seen that a million fucking times before.
I think fans need to calm down. It's nothing really. I mean, come on, it's not. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let you read it, and I'm let you read the rest, because to me, this doesn't make any sense to me. Do you see it? You see it?
Where do you want me to look?
Can you read? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I just wanted you to point to where we want me to look.
I'll read it from. Here's somebody who said. This is from somebody who was also on the forum. I wouldn't call that person this because it makes you sound immature, but. It says here, during the panel, also announced an upcoming DC animation title, Justice League Dark Teen Titans. The jurors contact Batman and Harley Quinn. Bruce Wayne, Tim original. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm being realistic, but
a Bruce Tim original.
Yeah. But that's the point here. I mean, come on, we're really gonna have this argument about that? And look at the picture. Did that look like a girl to you, or a woman?
Between the ages of 6 and 20.
Come on. We got other better things to do, guys. Enjoy the film. Stop being nitpicky about everything. Just enjoy the movie. Who knows? It may actually surprise you. And keep in mind, this is a movie version. It's not the original comic book version. You're never gonna get that comic book version. The fact that they actually made an R-rated version should tell you that they actually stepped up their game. So it's going to be a dark some series. And trust me,
Thank you, Deadpool.
it's nothing PG-13 about the Killing Joke. I read the book. I was stunned by it. The artwork was fantastic. The use of the bubbles in terms of showing the panels was phenomenal, including the shocker when you read what Joker have done. It really is one of the top three books that I consider to be one of the top notch stories that they have done. And to me, T-Kun, Batgirl became Batgirl when she became Oracle. Because Oracle, to me, that's my Batgirl when she became Oracle. You love the R-rated genre that's coming out. So you should love Wolverine. They may make it an R-rated too. Yes, you get to see Hugh Jackman. What was that? I think you like Hugh Jackman.
Oh no, I was imitating my mother.
Oh. Well,
she's a bigger Hugh Jackman fan than I am.
Well, he's playing Wolverine one last time, so I hope you enjoy it. Because you're never going to play it again after that.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen, that ends the first half of our show. I want to thank T-Kun for being the guest host of this. We will be back for part 2 at a later time and date, pretty much another 6 hours from now. So, yeah, I'm not going to get much sleep. But until then, as always, this is J77. It's finally turned out to be...
It's daytime, huh?
For her, it's daytime. To
the
me,
chickens are cooking.
So, guys, as always, until part 2 comes along, this is J717. Take care. Be safe. I'll see you in the second half. And once again, thank you, T-Kun, for joining us in this podcast. And if you want to do any promotions, be free to do it before we sign off.
Nope, got none. Peace, people.
All right. You guys take it easy. And we'll see you in the second half.